All right, man. Total talk. You know what it is, man. Back at it. All right, man. How y'all doing, man? Hope everybody's good. So, man. Man. Drake is out here making all types of trouble. You know what I'm saying? His new song ain't doing too well. And I honestly thought that his new song would do much better than what it's doing. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's not a bad song. I mean, it's an okay song, but I thought it would be doing much better than this. I think that we gonna talk about. We gonna talk about it. Before we get into that, I gotta get a legendary spill. This is Torch Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know the final ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content. Absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App right here on the screen. Nope on PayPal. Hidden Gem, 1,300 subscribers, over 18,000. And yes, I am the King of the North. Let me know what kingdom you are from. Also, go over to Torture Talk After Hours if you are interested in subscribing over there. I got some things going over there too. Yeah, man. So let's get it, man. Let's go. All right, this comes courtesy of Fantastic Hip Hop. So let's get it, man.
Now, before we get into looking at how What Did I Miss already missed, and things are starting to get bad as the rap world is reacting to Drake's latest musical crash out, well, I need you to do a favor for me and leave a like before we go any further into this, because the Drake fans are very mad at me because I am calling out Drake's biggest swing at a piece of garbage yet. And now with that out of the way, well, now that you have left your like and I can call out this piece of garbage for what it really is. Well, now with Drake kicking off the Iceman era with a song that is showing that the only thing that Drake has missed is the reality that the rest of us have seen way too much of. Well, currently now with all the subliminals that Drake put out through the hour-long temper tantrum with the stream he just had and the single he has released, of course, which all together have...
I'm just gonna say this right now. Drake, your Iceman cover is ass, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That's probably the worst looking design I ever seen in my life, bro. It's so trash. I'm not even playing. Like, if you're a logo, that logo or whatever, it is so bad. The blue with the fluorescent blue and the whatever it looks like, ice, the color, it's so trash. It's so trash. I don't know who's advising you. I don't know where that came from, but it's ass, bro. It's ass.
tried to make such a big deal that Drake is finally making a comeback, although of course he's made like 6 other comebacks before this and they have all failed. And speaking of failing, this does not seem like something Drake is going to ever escape, because with this new record, despite all the annoyance and hype his fans are trying to act like it has, well, in terms of its streaming debut and performance, the song has flopped relatively compared to what Kendrick Lamar is doing in this era, because even if we look at Kendrick's featured songs in 2025, well, now as What Did I Miss debuted with 2.81 million streams on the first day. With that, we are seeing that Drake and Kendrick are in 2 completely different leagues, and as long as Drake keeps...
Damn, Drake. Damn, bro. He got you, bro. He got you. You, of all people, you streamed, you debuted it. Man, when that Chains and Whip John drop, oh my God, bro. I'm telling y'all now, that Clips album gonna be classic. It's gonna be classic. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be classic. I just hope everybody's ready. But damn, Drake. Kendrick got you out of here, bro. He got you out of here. But to be fair, he didn't tell nobody he was going to drop the song. He just told people to go on the stream. Now, if he was saying he was debuting a song, it might have been something different. He might have streamed a little bit more. But that's just to be fair.
Trying to compete with Dot, he is gonna get humiliated, because for Kendrick Lamar's Playboy Cardi features from I Am Music in Mojo Jojo, Backdoor, and Good Credit, Well, they all pulled in between 5.4 and 6.6 million streams, and with us just seeing this, well, you can just clearly see in the numbers that the featured Kendrick songs have more motion than a Drake track with the most dramatic rollout of all time, which no matter how you want to put it, is just not a good look. And make sure that all of hip hop can see this and leave a like if you have not already, so Drake fans can't stop everyone from seeing how this track is really doing and see how Kendrick is still on top with ease. And now when it comes to the reaction this song is getting in addition to the poor numbers, well, now with this latest attempt at Drake trying to trick us into thinking he is back, as he has now sent out the most direct disses he has in this pathetic run towards people he feels betrayed by, like LeBron James, DeMar DeRozan, and Future. Well, with all these names and others, we are...
Man, I seen you got an issue when LeBron James says something. If LeBron James to come out and say, nigga, you got my face tattooed on you, how you dissing me? It would be over for him, bro. I think a lot of people showing Drake some grace. I think they just let him talk to himself. Because a lot of people could really end Drake. LeBron James and academics are two people that could really end Drake. Like, for real. Oh, man, this is great.
Starting to see reactions to these Drake disses, and now when it comes to how LeBron has seemingly reacted to another 40-year-old man who has a tattoo of him dissing him on his comeback single over and over again, just for liking and supporting another artist who he has also been friends with, because let's remember real quick, while Drake has been a stan of LeBron and he has looked up to him so much in really a way that is just very weird for a man of his age to be friends with another man of his age on, LeBron has also been very good friends with Kendrick Lamar, all the way to the point that LeBron has been name dropped on Kendrick Lamar albums, and LeBron is literally the reason why Kendrick Lamar put out an entire record like Untitled Unmastered in the first place, so just remember that. And so now with all of this and Drake dissing LeBron once again, LeBron has finally reacted, and with what he just did, LeBron's response can pretty much be summed up by this now iconic meme that you can see right here, and to be honest, I gotta give it to...
Damn. I feel bad. I don't necessarily feel bad for Drake, but because he kind of did all this to himself. I think that when you dragging people into this thing, because you got to understand, this never really happened. Like, this is something that's like, this never really happened. There never was a artist of Drake's caliber really arguing with people like this, like calling people out like this. I don't know like what he think this is. I really don't. But there's never been an artist like that. Like, it's just, to me, it's just, I think we gotten to the point where we just watching in real time Drake's actually fall from grace. And it's going to take a minute, but you can see it. I can see it. I don't know about everybody else, but I can see it. He's literally like, it's his decline is like right there. It's right there.
LeBron here, because it almost seems like he is trolling Drake and now saying that in the midst of a time where he is trying to figure out what he is doing in his career and if he is going to stay with the Lakers and just handle bigger and actual important things, well, clearly he does not have time to respond to Drake's diary notes about how he went to the pop out and enjoyed somebody else's music who he's also been friends with, and well, as a result of this, LeBron has just ended this thing quick on his end by trolling Drake and playing his own game, because just by going on Drake's favorite way to be petty in none other than social media, well, LeBron has finally responded to the countless disses that Drake has sent just by liking a single post and making sure that everybody sees how he feels about another person's response to the same musical meltdown that we have just seen from the Iceman. And now with this, who LeBron interacted with and sent this message through, well, was a post which was showing off what Future said right after this song dropped in the first place from Drake, which read, "I'm always choose being real over anything." And now with Future saying this also,
Damn. Damn. I gotta give it to Drake, boy. He keeping this thing interesting, though. I ain't gonna lie. Drake like, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm still fighting. I'm still fighting you niggas. I gotta give it to him, man. He's still fighting. He's still calling. He's still doing this thing. Oh, nah. I'm not letting this go. I'm not letting this go. I'm not letting it go. No. This is great. Oh my god.
Well, first off, based on the timing of Future putting this out and what Drake was saying about how people were fake with him and stayed in the middle of all of these issues and didn't take his side. Well, now on Future's end, one of the guys who Drake seemed to be the most upset about losing on his side in the rap game, that no matter what Drake is saying and what narratives he wants to twist, well, after all that has went down and Drake almost making this song a cry to Future just as much as it's a cry to LeBron, well, really now Future is standing within his choices that he has made and is letting everybody know that Drake is not real and not a good friend after all. And that is why he is still standing within this ground that he put himself in with Metro Boomin when they dropped We Don't Trust You all of this time later. And now really for...
See, I don't know about that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think Future and double agent. I think Future's still friends with Drake. The thing is, I think he ain't coming out and saying it. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think Future, he's gonna come out later on and say, "Why do you think I was talking about Drake?" Sensational. He gonna come out and say something like that. I'm telling you right now, Future ain't coming out. If he come out, he gotta come out in District. I haven't seen now, cause when Future said he didn't know that Kendrick was dissing Drake, or they didn't hear the song. Nah, I don't believe nothing Future say.
Future, but also more LeBron here, who Drake seems to be the most offended and upset by than anybody else. Well, really, with what LeBron has done is somehow for a seasoned NBA player who, again, in terms of rap and all this beef, should really not even be held accountable for enjoying artists and going to shows because he is not a player within this, but instead is just a spectator and a fan. Well, now for this spectator who is busy probably with his family and focusing on getting ready for a record-setting 23rd season within the NBA, well, I think the last thing LeBron cares about is Drake's embarrassing meltdown, and at this point, he is probably so tired of it. But of course, as Drake is the most immature person you really could have ever met, and he is not stopping talking about LeBron even after over a year. Well, LeBron has really cracked the code and ended up cracking Drake, as against this cloud-chasing loser who is melting more and more as we speak. Well, LeBron has really figured out how to annoy Drake and make him go mad like only few other people can do better than. Because really, what LeBron ended up doing here was matching Drake's own antics and getting petty just like the way he is, and not actually using words to respond, but just make these cryptic moves and then go on with your day and go back to hanging out with your family or asking Rob Pelinka to actually make moves for the Lakers. And now, of course, as LeBron is just responding to this ridiculous and over-the-top moment that Drake made by double-tapping a screen on social media. Well, you tell me about the 40-year-old who is having a temper tantrum on livestream. This is gonna make him more upset than anything else, because it really does make this immature loser in Drake, who is more concerned about getting attention and reactions from people over literally every other thing else, just look like a literal afterthought, which he is. And now for LeBron icing out the Iceman, I do think it's a very telling moment of a lot of things, because even with this...
Yeah, I will say that LeBron coming out and really checking Drake, it's a big deal. I'm not gonna lie. Like, a lot of people don't understand. Drake has this obsession with LeBron. I think, like I told y'all before, I think he's much more hurt about LeBron than he actually is about Kendrick. I think LeBron James really, I believe Drake probably told LeBron some intimate things about him, and he probably has a lot of secrets. LeBron James probably know a lot about Drake, and Drake, I don't think he could get past that. I think he's really hurt by that. I ain't gonna lie. I think he really is. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I do.
Entire moment that we are seeing in general, not just with LeBron and Drake, but with Drake and the entirety of the music world and just everybody. Well, just like a lot of other people, LeBron is probably not shocked by any of this now, or even cares in any meaningful way at this point, because through song after song and moment after moment that Drake has already dropped, like the literal freestyle that is named after LeBron's high school team. Again, when Drake talks about what did I miss, he must have missed his own song, because we all already heard a LeBron diss. Again, when you actually just look at Drake's resume and recent record, LeBron has been getting dissed by him for quite a while now, and literally almost an entire year, and Drake has honestly been more angry at him than anybody else on wax following the Kendrick beef. And now with Drake putting out this song for everybody to hear and seeing its early numbers compared to what he has done in the past and what Kendrick Lamar has set in terms of what the bar is now within the dot era, what we are seeing is clear and indicative proof of the fact that now, while for the fans and the rivals, if Drake would have taken a break and a hiatus after the beef and did not drop weird Camila Cabello songs, drop a Bad Party Next Door collab album, drop almost 50 other songs that failed, go on a failed tour that he had to cancel, sue over rap beef, sub literally everybody on social media in the weirdest ways, and do the most pathetic things on a daily basis, all the way to the point where we have had to cover it all the time, maybe he would have actually been missed? Well, of course, is the reality.
I, that's 100% facts. Drake dropped over 50 songs, y'all. Like, he really dropped over 50 songs. He dropped over 50 songs. And none of them went number one. Not one. Not one of those songs went number one. He dropped over 50 songs. That's what I'm saying. So when y'all talk to me about Drake being the biggest artist in the world, it's more quantity over quality, man. Like, it really is.
That we have seen has shown us that time after time after time, Drake has continued to just humiliate himself more than I have ever seen another artist really even try to. Well, with this song, I think Drake missed the entire point of the phrase, "What did I miss?" Because for literally everything that he is doing here, I mean, I'm not the crazy one, right? He has missed nothing. He has been here for every single second of the worst downfall we have ever seen in rap, and the ability to never miss a single moment is literally why we are even here in the first place. And so now with all of this, when we look at LeBron, who sees a track like this, and so many other fans just witness Drake still grifting over the beef like it just happened and went down, and like he has not been ranting about this thing for over a year already. Well, just the logic even going into this Iceman era, it's actually baffling because it's like the old man yelling at a cloud meme again, because for every single person who has heard this song, aside from academics, Maul, and the weird stans who wish they were as immature and in denial as Drake, I mean, nobody is surprised by this and thinks it's even good or respectable, and if anything, the entirety of the music world is collectively baffled by the fact that Drake is making and releasing music like he has not released 50 plus songs since the beef in the first place, and like he has not been standing around and crashing out for literally every single day that Kendrick Lamar released Not Like Us and just continued to take over rap like we have never seen. And really, with Drake in this entire song, despite how he has tried to make this record a big thing and try to have it really be his first major hit, I guess, well, again, and what the problem is going to be for Drake going forward and what will be the ultimate failure and downfall of the Iceman record. It's just the simple lesson that if Drake maybe went into hiding, this would have worked and made for a refreshing comeback anthem. Well,
That's absolutely true. If he would have took a hiatus and then came back, people would have missed him. And they haven't. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't done that. He hasn't done it at all. So, you already know. Yeah. Y'all can finish watching the rest on Fantastic Hip Hop. I mean, at this point, what do you say? I think Drake has reached a point where he needs the beef to stay relevant. And what I mean by relevant, I don't mean like Drake's name isn't relevant. I'm talking about musically. He needs this beef to stay musically relevant. Because if you didn't notice, if y'all didn't notice this, Drake literally has been doing the same records over and over. Give Me a Hug, same thing. Even in No Kid, he taking shots, same thing. This song here, What Did I Miss? Same thing. The Fighting Irish freestyle, same thing. All of those ones that text the red light, green light, blue light, or whatever that song's called, same thing. All of these songs that he has put out is either a response, a slight jab at Kendrick, or a diss to somebody that has nothing to do with rap. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand. He's in a position now where he's trying to fight to keep his career relevant. Because Drake's name is always going to be around because number one, Drake songs still stream, but his recent and new stuff, it's not doing so well. Yeah, I mean, it's not. And I wish people understand this and stop, lying to themselves. But it is what it is. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. I'm out of here. You already know what it is. See y'all. Peace. Bye.